Stop the credit cards. This is totally getting out of control. But I know you guys are like, but Bravo, we have no choice. How are you going to, or how am I supposed to pay the bills? And I say, well, why don't you listen to the Fed chair? And here's the direct quote. She was on CNN or whatever, Bloomberg. I don't feel the pain of inflation anymore. We don't know if she's wealthy or not. San Francisco Fed chair. And I guess that would be up to the government on whether or not making $422,000 per year is wealthy. It's probably not, in their opinion. And it was actually Reuters that she was on. I don't see the pain of inflation anymore. You know, I see prices rising, but I have enough. I sometimes balk at the price of things. Not just that, but many of Americans, you guys have enough. Well, except when she drives to her office, right, in the morning, she's like, I don't think they have enough. Oh, wait, scratch that. They have bikes. They have enough. And I'm pretty sure you guys have had enough of prices. Whoo! They just won't stop. It will. Just give it some time. We have so much junk that is in warehouses right now, and it is currently piling up, which I will show you. They're out of room. If you want to start a business, build containers to put all the junk coming in from overseas. But household credit card debt surges in second quarter, highest jump in over 20 years, just blowing the lids. And I've never blown a lid until now. There we go. I said I'll always try something at least twice. Here it is. Household credit card debt surges in second quarter, highest jump in over 20 years. We got mortgage. Okay, you guys, stop. Don't. I know you're refinancing right now to pay off your debt. We have car loans. No more car loans. No. I know you want to look cool right now. You're like, no, my car just broke. Okay, if your car just broke, I get it. Me personally, I don't have a car. I walk everywhere. Also, my apologies for my hair today. It's getting a haircut. It's like almost out of frame. You know, when it's like right there, when it's like, oh, yep, time to cut it off. Actually, in the military, I had this. I had a flat top. Hey. How do I look with a flat top? Good. Actually, the only debt that has not gone up in the last 4 months, student loan debt, right? Well, you're still getting debt. You just don't have to pay it back because you're waiting on Joey B to go, you know what? You don't have to pay your student loan debt. I mean, why would you if you're going to vote for me? Gosh. U.S. household debt surpasses only $16 trillion. On higher mortgages. Also, if you are wondering, see, charts, but hey, look at all the green. We're going to cover the NASDAQ today. I'll show you why it's moving higher. And not just that, how you can actually profit from these fools. I'm sorry, maybe fool was a rough word. We're going to go with the people pulling the strings. We'll go with narcissist, psychopaths, and they create these things called propaganda, right? Just for themselves, where you own nothing and you're happy. They promise they own it all, and you rent back to them or from them. Yes, you become their passive income because everyone likes eating bugs for dinner. Bravo, you've been saying, oh my gosh, it's so bad. Cue the fire. Well, and you're like, I'm not currently in fire. You have to wait. It's starting to cook. We already have a recession. Here we are. We're in a recession unless they decide to change two GDP prints. Is like, oh, okay, now it's actually 3. But you have leading economists that are using the word. Here, look, Pozar. And let me click Command F. Okay, here we go. What's he saying? He's saying the risks of what this is what's happening and what the Fed. And they got to control this inflation thing. And that's going to cost what? Oh, what's that? What's that word? Depression. So even if thanks for subscribing. So as he was saying, the U.S. economy may need to undergo a deeper and longer recession. But if you want the exact quote, the risks are such that Powell will try his very best. That's what he's trying to do right now to curb inflation. Even at the cost of a depression. Well, that's until you lose your job, or as he says, and not getting reappointed. Because Pew Pew Powell has one job, and only one job. You just had one job, man. He's not doing too good. Oh, and just in case you're excited about the current short squeezes and the market and forward-looking what all this is going to pan out and look like, I mean, Burry, big short investor, Burry, sounds the earnings alarm. See, right now is like the last of the hurrah. Yay, congratulations. You did good on earnings. You just wait. If you guys are into earnings after predicting inflation and overstocking, which we're going to go into, will squeeze profits and choke growth. Oh, and look at all of this inventory. Oh my gosh. I know you guys have, in the comment section, you guys work retail and you're like, it's like in the back. But not just in the back, Bravo. It's not in the back of the warehouse. They're like putting it in the dirt. Something tells me you guys aren't going to be running out there to buy that Shark vacuum anytime soon. Or, hey, how about that Sony TV? You think those are going to be going on sale? I say yes, it will, as surging retail inventories are swamping the U.S. warehouses. So stop your buying junk right now. This junk, Skylar, is going to be... Oh, hold on. Yes, Skylar?
Oh, I'm sorry, boss. I heard my name called, and I thought I'd be like, hi, what's wrong? Oh, by the way, your wife called? She said if I get any of those, the mail with things on it like Bank of America or Citibank or anything with MasterCard, I'm supposed to put it in the shredder.
Well, Skylar, thank you for sharing that with me. I shall pass that news along to my wife. Hey, actually, she's walking by right now. Oh, you don't want me to say anything to... Hey, babe, did you tell Skylar to shred all of the credit card information?
You're fired.
Maybe Skylar can go get a job over there at Robinhood. Oh, wait, scratch that. They're laying off almost 1/4 of all those little hoodies that they hired. I think that's what Vlad called them, hoodies. Which would probably work out for Skylar, because the kid's always wearing a hood. And a white one, huh? Question that kid. NASDAQ. But Bravo, why NASDAQ higher? Well, that's because it's the charts. All of the charts, if you understand charts, have told you that it's gonna go higher. It will go lower, but right to now higher. And hey, my TLT play's still higher. Another % today. Wow, you bond market. And I just say, give it time, you wait. The Fed will reverse. It will, and when it does, you will take your profit. But sorry, that was a squirrel. We got to go over here to QQQ. This is your tradable if you want. Look at that bounce. Look at that sweet little bounce. Do you know what that is? Do you know what I see? Is that the song? No, sorry. I promise I'll never sing again. Oh, it's Do You Hear What I Hear? Is it Christmas? Are we ready for Christmas yet? You guys start my Amazon business course and you have all the junk ready to go. Just get it out of there. Get it out of that. They can't breathe back there. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would like to know why the NASDAQ or the Qs popped up, it's because of this. This, my friends, is called a descending wedge. And if you don't know how to do it, you can actually come over here. Click on these buttons. See where it says 13? This is Lux Algo. I can turn it on, turn it off. This is actually where you're going to take profit. And you're getting right pretty close. You should be getting ready to take your profit on that little wedge pattern. I can turn it on. I can turn it off. Look at that. Lux Algo. Link in the description. It's expensive. Probably more than my course. But if you're an advanced trader and you're just like, this is really nice to have, but I will show you as a trader. This is how we play the game. This, see, descending, it even tells you, descending wedge. So you basically, but it doesn't tell you where to take profit or anything like that. You'd carry this down. It's probably going to break, usually about 75, 80%, all the way down, all the way to the apex, measure it back, and it popped, and then it retested. Yeah, and guess what happens after that? To the moon. Also, well, to resistance. That would be resistance right there. So maybe it'll get above, but you guys should be right about there to get ready to take your profit. If not now. I mean, even if I pull up my RSI, look at that. I guess I pulled it up too high. I really wanted to touch the tip. Hold on. Right there. You're in like these overbought conditions. What happens after overbought conditions here? See that? That wasn't even overbought. This, you get that right there at 69. Sorry, that's just what it is. It's overbought. That means everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's over. The recession's over. We're not going to be in a depression. Everything's happy. The stock market can only go high until it doesn't. You also have, so right now, get above that, retest. You should be taking at least 25%. Just paper trading though. Get up there. See that blue line? That's your 200-day moving average. High probability it's going to smack its head on that and gets rejected. Also, if you want to know how to do this, this is my CSU course. This is more advanced, Crypto Stock University. The price on that, I did a sale for probably a couple of months and I brought it down to $250 like an idiot. The price of that is going to $300, if not today. And also my swing trading one, which has been the same price, right? $250. That one's going up to $300. And also on this channel, I've been following the dollar on the swing trade. This is where you start swing trade. Here, I'll get rid of everything, so you can't see anything, so you can kind of get it. We'll take everything off. I'm going to change. See the blue line right there? Yes, there's a price target here because that's a broadening wedge. Can you believe that? But I'm going to do a swing trade right now. This trade was actually done out of my TD account, right? Retirement, this is a 30 grand trade. Not the whole kit and caboodle. You got to do like 2%, 2%, 2%. If you ever do more than that, you're sweating, right? People are like, all in, all out, all in. I mean, if you've ever played Texas Hold'em and you have nothing and you're like, all in. Well, my friend, you can go out of business very quickly. Also, if you are interested, is it Trading Panel? There it is, over there, Trade Station. That's what I also use on this channel. They give you $150, but I say start with that paper trading because that's all we do on this channel. It's just paper trade, but that blue line was my entry today. Why is that? Well, that's because we have a full candle close above the Bravo 9. And if I were to turn other things on, see how there's a beatdown? The only thing is the MACD. It's not perfect, but we will just go with that. So on the 21, I think we're right above it. Boop. See that little yellow line? A lot of people follow that. I'm going to now turn that off. On my TD, I think we're 2. No, we're 1. Okay. TD sequential, we go up 9. Do you see the last 9 over there? Right there. And then what happens? Oh, and then we sell off. So here we go. Number 1. Now I can turn on all of my moving averages, EMR. See, we're above. And if I were to turn on KC, again, this is all in all the courses, Keltner channel. Hopefully we're in the upper band. I use this a whole lot when I trade crypto. And then last but not least, I will turn on, which I already told you about, Lux Algo, where you have a broadening wedge. So again, if this does not play out, okay, does not go up, and I will take profit, just like I did last time. If this goes down to this little red line and crosses it, bye-bye, I'm out. So I am currently long the dollar, but then I will be currently short the dollar. Also, for those of you that don't know me, I was a teacher for 22 years, maybe even 23. College, high school, junior high, elementary. And then there was just a point that came in my life where I'm like, I make so much more money trading than I do teaching this. And I did mention short, right? Short and long. Well, you want a short? I'll give you a shortage of catastrophic teacher shortages. And I say, how could there not be? I mean, that's what I would teach. I would teach this stuff. I'm like, hey, kids, sell this. They're like, oh, yeah, whatever. Hey, kids, trade stocks. Here, I'll show you. Oh, yeah, whatever. And it's crazy because there was like no respect. No respect. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. No respect. I'm probably aging myself there. I mean, the parents didn't respect me. The kids didn't until I showed them, right, my trading account portfolios. Are like, oh my gosh, or how much I made on YouTube or how much I made on Amazon. They're like, what are you doing here? And then even the parents are like, oh, he's photoshopping it. He's a liar. He wouldn't be a teacher. So for all of you teachers in the audience, hey, my hat goes off to you. I can't do it. I mean, 22 years or 23 years. That's enough, right? I put in my time. And for those of you that are wondering at what point where it was like my businesses and side hustles and all of the trading portfolios made it so where I didn't even have to go to work anymore. That was 2007. And boy, it is just such a liberating feeling thinking like, you know what? I don't have to do this. Prior to 2007, I'm like, I really need it. So if you teachers or anyone out there in my audience that are like, man, I'd really like to get to the point, start planting seeds, start watering those seeds. That would be starting little stupid selling junk. And it could be even on Shopify, whatever, trade equities. And just keep doing that day by day by day. By day by day. And your little pebble that's rolling down the hill in snow will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you could be like that politician and be like, what inflation? Doesn't affect me at all. Or become a politician. Then that's your other win-win. But then you just have to give up your soul. The choices we have to make in life. But thank you guys for everything that you do. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.